Today I'm going to show you the Bounty Hunter tokens which you can collect to make special brooches for yourself. Now, to get the Bounty Hunter tokens, the main thing you can do is go to your Quick Play World Events, and it is set for Bounty Hunter here. If it's on Guardian Legion, you don't want Guardian Legion for the Bounty Hunter tokens, you want the Bounty Hunt right there. Right now, that's the Bounty Hunt mission that's available, but there'll be different Bounty Hunter missions that are available. You can see that one of the rewards is the Bounty Hunter reward box. That will give you a Bounty Hunter token plus another random gift. If you look down at the bottom, you can see your different options, and the right D-pad button will show you what your dailies will be, which can give you another Bounty Hunter reward box if you get enough points. Now, I've already collected quite a few Bounty Hunter tokens, so I'm going to go into my inventory. There, under the part of the inventory that looks like a box right up there, and I'm going to go down here, Bounty Hunter tokens, and you can see you can't trade them, and they have no sale value, so you can't sell them or give them away, but you can put them in your own bank, but you cannot put them in the guild bank. And again, the source contents that showed you there is bounty hunting. Now, these are the brooches that you can get. You can get the Shadow Hunter Brooch. That's going to cost you 100 tokens. You can get the Ortan Brooch. That'll cost you 50 tokens. You can get the Hazard Brooch. It'll cost you 50 tokens. Or you can get the Cerrus Brooch, which will cost you 50 tokens. And again, any of these can't be traded or sold. So I'm going to start with the bottom one, Cerrus Brooch. And I'm going to buy one of them. And that gives me a craft scroll, Cerrus Brooch, down in the lower right corner. And I've honestly never done this before, so I don't know where it is. It's probably over here. Oh, I can see the highlight on my beaker thing. There's my craft scroll, Cerrus Brooch. Alright, and I got my enigmatic Cerrus Brooch, which should be under my... There we go. And you can see the effects it can give you. Gives you 363 on your attack modifier, power by 3, crit factor 6, 2 unidentified effects. And enhanced accessory equip registers a shortcut attack as a second skill. It increases your power by 35, crit factor by 35 for 20 seconds. So it is still enigmatic. It has not yet been given all of its identification. So we're going to take a quick look. And these are your options. I'm not going to bother reading to you one at a time, but you can have 2 options active on it. So you can pick any 2 that you want and activate it. And I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going to close it because I did get enough tokens for us to go ahead and get all of the brooches. So we did the Cerrus. We're going to get a Hazard. Now you'll notice it says that I need... I forgot to mention on the Cerrus Brooch, you have to have 50 Cerrus's nails in your inventory, and you have to have 15 emeralds. Now, I have more than enough for all that, and I've already done the Cerrus Brooch. And of course, those items you're going to find under your anvil-looking thing. This is where you have your things like your Ortan Torch, the Hazard Scales, Cerrus's Nail, all that stuff. So, be sure you have gotten enough of those things. You can get those things from certain dungeons. You can check the dungeon listings and the Vanguard request list to see what kind of rewards you get. Go for those dungeons. It'll give you those rewards that you need for the enchanting materials. And of course, emeralds and diamonds you can get from a lot of different ways, different drops. Buy them from the trade broker. You can craft them yourself under crafting. A lot of different options for how to get those parts. So if your Hazard Brooch, you're going to need 50 Hazard Scales, 15 emeralds. I already have them, so I'm going to grab that brooch, one of them. Now I'm going to grab the... Oh, first, let me see what the... Okay. First, it gives you the scroll when you turn in the tokens, and that's under the beaker. And again, you need 50 Hazard Scale, 15 emeralds. Go ahead and craft that because I have it. Now I have an enigmatic Hazard Brooch, which is here. And again, those are your effects that you can see right there on the screen. And increases your max HP by 10% and takes 5% less damage for 20 seconds. And again, we'll go to identification. I'm not going to actually identify it yet. You can pick any two of these options to add to your brooch. Alright, now I'm going to go back to my bounty hunter token. Now the Ortan Brooch will also cost you, this one's going to cost you 50 Ortan's horns and 15 emeralds. Go ahead and craft one of those. And again, you have to go to your beaker listings and use the craft scroll. This is where you actually use the 50 horns and the 15 emeralds. And now if we go into our jewelry, we can see that we have the enigmatic Ortan Brooch. Those are your effects right there with 2 unidentified effects, 3-minute cooldown. And when it is used, this one increases your healing effects by 10% and increases your attack speed by 6% per 20 seconds. And then there's a cooldown again, 3 minutes. And again, we'll look at identification. And these are 2 options that you can add to your brooch to make it a little more powerful. I'm not actually going to activate those yet. Now the last one, Shadow Hunter Brooch. This one's going to take 10 diamonds, and it's going to take 1 of each of the brooches, the Ortan, the Hazard, and the Cerrus. That's why I wanted to do this one last, just to show you the other 3 first. And it allows you to craft a Shadow Hunter Brooch once you have all the materials. So I'm going to go ahead and buy this from my tokens. And again, you go to your beaker part of your inventory. There's your craft scroll for your Shadow Hunter Brooch. And it tells you can craft it again with all 3 of the other brooches plus 10 diamonds. And now we should be able to go to our accessories tab, which looks like a little ring up there. This is the enigmatic Shadow Hunter's Brooch, which will give you 4 extra power, 8 extra crit factor, 3-minute cooldown on it. Those are all your active skills. Increases power by 40, crit factor by 40, healing effects 12%, attack speed 9%, max HP 12%, takes 6% less damage from attacks, and it cleanses harmful abnormality for 20 seconds. All those effects last for 20 seconds, and it does have a 3-minute cooldown. Alright, so let's go into identification. And because I'm not going to be making any more brooches now, because I used the other 3 to create this one, I'm not going to do it right now for that. But you can pick any 2 of these. Actually, you know what? This is my... Okay, if you're a healer, of course, you're going to want your healing skills increased. You got crit resistance factor, all those kind of things. Now, because this is my brawler, and I typically tend to focus on power, I'm going to go ahead and give her an extra power 2 and an extra power 3. And I can press Y at the bottom there to complete. And now, do I really want to proceed with those selected effects? Yes. And now I have a Shadow Hunter Brooch. Now, in comparison to my quatrefoil, it looks like it gives +4 on the modifier thing there. And I'm looking over my effects. Okay, and it looks like it's getting slightly better stats. The attack modifier on my quatrefoil is only 363, that's a 381, so yeah, it looks like the Shadow Hunter Brooch is pretty effective. It looks like it has a little bit better stats than the quatrefoil brooch, so you know, kind of your call. It looks like it's worth it, but for all that you have to do, just doing some of those, I'm finding it now. I'm going to equip it. Ta-da. Okay. But all you have to do is do these world events. Right now, those are the current bounty hunter missions going on, and there's constantly some sort of bounty hunter missions going on. just go ahead and do those daily. I mean, even if you do one or two, and over a period of time, you end up eventually getting, all of them that you need for the what was it, 250 total to get all of it together to get the massive one. Or you can go through certain days, weekend, holiday, or something. If you're like me and you have a career and you have personal friends that you like to spend time with and other hobbies and interests, you may not have a lot of time to do a lot of these missions. Or so I do most of my work on weekends, holidays, and sometimes in the evenings after work if I'm not too tired. You can build them up pretty quickly. It doesn't take too long, and you got to see the effects that you get from it, and it adds to your abilities there. So I say it's worth going for it. Plus you get a few extra things. You can see a number of rewards. You can get stigma shards, hazard scales, things of that nature as extra rewards. So I think it's worth it. Entirely up to you. Hope you enjoyed the video, and happy hunting.